Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to Fargo's. So, before I get into the actual video, just like last time, I'm going to advertise my Discord server yet again. It's got a good handful of people in there, it's growing every day. I try to be in it as often as I can. If I'm not, it's usually because I'm working on one of these videos, or I'm working or busy, but as often as possible I do try to pop in every now and again, say hi, chit-chat with the other subscribers or the people that have joined. There is a link in the community tab as well as in the description of this video, so if you want to join up and chit-chat with some people about me, about Terraria, about all kinds of other things, feel free to hop in there. Love to see you. So now that that's been said, we're ready to get back into the pain and suffering of Fargo's, and on the menu for today, number 1, primary target, is the Eye of Cthulhu. It is time to finally take down the first real boss of Fargo's Eternity mode. I mean, I guess King Slime was a boss fight, but I mean, all things considered, he was pretty easy, even with all the crazy extra abilities. The Eye of Cthulhu, though, I have been told is a real serious challenge. He's got a new appearance and a whole set of new abilities and apparently a third phase, which is actually kind of interesting. He has popped in and out every now and again, on occasion. I've got a good handful of eyes that could be seen as suspicious, because ever since I went over 200 health, pretty much every single night, he has really wanted to kill me. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's my little jellos I have here bouncing around behind me. He doesn't like it. I don't know. But he really wants me dead. So I will return that sentiment in kind and make him very dead. But before I run off and do that, I will say I did some things off camera. Quite a bit of things, actually. As you can see down there in the bottom right, we'll get into that eventually. But that is my mob farming area. I did finally build that thing. Also, I got a good handful of new enchantments that I'm going to be talking about here. So, get these out of the way first, let's talk about the enchantments. So the one that you guys had recommended to me out of all of the other ones in the last video was the tungsten enchantment. And we saw this one before, I think in the first episode. I looked at it in Recipe Browser. It is made out of the full tungsten set, a candy cane sword, green phase blade, emerald staff, and the snail. And what it does is 150% increase sword size. Every half a second projectile will be doubled in size. And large swords and projectiles do a 15% more damage on crits. Bigger is always better. And now this is a little bit silly. So, I have it equipped. It doesn't just make swords bigger. It makes my space gun bigger, my musket bigger, mini shark bigger. It even makes falling stars and even falling sand blocks bigger, which is kind of hilarious. And it does in fact make projectiles bigger. I'll grab my ice blade here to show you. But we got this thing here, and it does make the projectile quite a great big bit bigger. Looks sort of like the projectiles that come from those ice elementals in hard mode, so I'm basically an ice elemental now is what I'm saying. Also, yes, it also apparently makes the projectiles from the slimy shield bigger on occasion. Sometimes those pop out. There you go, look at that. That's ridiculous. I imagine those also deal increased damage. I'm not sure if it's just swords and their other projectiles. It seems to be, because the guns and everything seem to be about the same. But the swords, definitely. The ice blade, even without any kind of proper reforge, does a good deal of damage. I think it's hitting around 50, 60 damage each time, which is pretty crazy. Very valuable. And of course the range, definitely. As long as there's like a line of sight, because it won't go through blocks, it won't go through solid blocks if there was a mob up here. I can't hit Alfred in the face with this from down on the bottom floor. But it is kind of amusing. It's very nice. Hey Helen, you like my big sword? She likes it, she's into it. And then the next one we will talk about is the pumpkin enchantment. This is one that I sort of just kind of came across because I was looking at the other enchantments, all the different ones that I could possibly get right now, and I wanted to get as many of them as possible before I went up against the Eye of Cthulhu. This one actually sounds a lot better than it really is. The pumpkin enchantment is made out of the whole pumpkin set, 50 Molotov cocktails, a sickle, pumpkin pie, and a magical pumpkin seed, which is a rare drop from pumpkins whenever you break them, I'm pretty sure. But I didn't do it that way, I crafted it because it is definitely craftable. You just need a living loom, which I did make myself. I just needed some vines and a loom from the jungle, so I just did a little bit of poking around in there, and I got this thing. But what it does, you will grow pumpkins while walking on the ground. When fully grown, they will heal 25 HP and spawn damaging embers. Enemies that touch them will destroy them and take damage. Summons a pet squashling. So with this thing on, basically it does exactly what it says. There's my pet squashling from the recipe. And there's one of the pumpkins that grows whenever you're walking on the ground. Grows them pretty frequently. I don't exactly know what the cooldown time in between them spawning is, and I don't know if they show up when I'm standing still. I think I actually have to move. But as it said, when you run into them, explode in burning embers that actually deal a good bit of damage to enemies, and they also heal me for 25 health. The only unfortunate thing is that they do not spawn all that frequently. I mean, they do show up every once in a while, but I don't know if they're spaced out frequently enough to make it a viable thing to use against the Eye of Cthulhu. I could hold on to it and give it a good try, but all in all, a pretty decent enchantment. Next up, I have the Snow Enchantment. This thing is crafted out of the Eskimo set, Ice Boomerang, Frost Minnow, Atlantic Cod, and Fish. Rare pet from the underground ice biome. And what this thing does is you have a small area around you that will slow projectiles to half speed. Now this, I'm pretty sure, will be quite valuable to have against the Eye of Cthulhu, because I do know about them demon scythes. I do know all about that because I've definitely seen that boss doing its thing in videos before, so I'm liking to believe that this would be pretty valuable. However, the area around it, I don't know if you can really see it inside here, but if I go out here, the area around it, pretty much like up here, down here, it's a good, decent space, but the projectiles are still going to be pretty close. So it could be nice to have, could be nice to throw on there. And then the last one is the Ninja Enchantment, which is crafted out of the Ninja Set Katana, 300 shurikens, 50 smoke bombs from the Party Girl, and the Slime Hook. And what this thing does, it does quite a bit. Throw a smoke bomb to teleport to it and gain the First Strike buff. Using the Rod of Discord will also grant this buff. First Strike ensures your next attack is a crit, dealing 3 times damage. And this thing pretty much is a free teleport, is what it is. So you got your smoke bomb here, just throw it out there and you teleport to it. There is no cooldown as long as you're throwing smoke bombs. Doesn't matter. Whatever it hits, you'll teleport to, which is pretty awesome. And definitely something I want to have on me for the Eye of Cthulhu, because, you know, poor man's Rod of Discord. Gotta have that. Gotta love it. So I bought a handful of these, and I'm definitely, like I said, going to be using that against the Eye of Cthulhu. I'm probably going to have this set up. I don't know about the Slimy Shield, but I think the 15% increased fall speed, as well as the fall speed I get from the Slime Mount, could be helpful for dodging. Gonna keep on the Snow Enchantment, maybe help me avoid them more tighter spaces if the projectiles get a little too crazy. I have the Ninja Enchantment for a teleport, plus a nice little bit of damage every now and again, and of course the Tsunami in a Bottle, and the Spectre Boots, which I made to help with mobility. You know, I think is pretty good. Also got this little fella. You saw him bouncing around a little bit. This little mini King Slime. It is dropped from him very rarely. I also got the Slime Staff, which, if you didn't know, can be made out of his trophy. Very handy. So I got that. I have a minion ready to go. I've got my little jellos. But this guy, in particular here, the little mini King Slime, let me show you what all he does, because he's actually pretty good. Throw down my super dummy here. And if you see what he does, he basically does King Slime's abilities. You can see those slime rains out there falling. He does shoot out spikes every now and again, and he does a great deal more damage than the baby slime, but still pretty decent. However, having these two running around kind of makes it so that I don't really hit targets very often. What? Fire Imp? Why is there a Fire Imp up here? Is that supposed to happen? That's strange. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But anyway, yeah, we have this guy. I don't know if I'm going to use him. However, he seems very valuable. Very powerful. I don't know. If the Snow Enchantment doesn't work out, then we'll just say, you know what, forget it. I'll throw the Medallion of the Fallen King on. Should be good to go. And now that the enchantments are over with, we can move on to showing you this mob farm. It definitely needs some more adjustments, but it's essentially the exact same as always. Same old setup that I usually build. 87 blocks wide left and right, and I think I think it's 85 blocks left and right, and then 47 blocks up and down, filling the lower area in with back walls and building this little tower in the middle here to kill the enemies for you. I can just let my minions outside while I sit in here nice and cozy. Also, I did leave this area down here as is. I figured I could just use this place as maybe an underground boss arena. I was told that some of the bosses, like the Eater of Worlds and the Brain of Cthulhu, don't actually need to be spawned in their respective biomes. So maybe this might be a nice, easy way to just bring them over here, summon them in, take care of them just like this, because I have all of the buffs that I would need down here without, you know, the exception of the sunflowers, which I don't really have the ability to put in yet because for some reason, evidently, the Dryad has a monopoly on grass seeds. You know, why would you be able to just go up to the surface and break some grass and take them? Whatever. She's got to be the only one in the entirety of this world that has any grass. Whatever. I don't care. But yes, we have this working to full effectiveness. Actually really good for farming bait as well. Lots and lots of worms show up down here too. So I've got that. I did a lot of fishing off camera. Had to get some Ebon Koi for my Wrath and Rage potions, because I can convert the Ebon Koi into, what is it, Emo Piranhas or Crimson Tigerfish, one or the other to make these. And I got a Reaver Shark, which I really don't use for very much aside from helping with block swap right now, because it uses the pickaxe power of the strongest pickaxe in your inventory to determine which blocks it breaks and how fast it can break them. So I think it's pretty handy to have. Also, very amusing, I gotta tell you, hold on. I gotta show you. I have a big fish. Anyway. I've got a lot of suspicious-looking eyes, or eyes that could be seen as suspicious, so I suppose that means that the presence that could be felt as evil is potentially watching me, and I think we should be good to go. I've got all my potions, everything's ready. I'm very hopeful. Nervous, but hopeful. So that's what we're gonna take care of right away. I think it should have enough time left in the night to try this guy out at least once. I'll give it a shot. So before I run out of time, let's buff up, call him forth. There he is. There's the big boy. He's blue now. Ah, God. Oh, they all inflict berserk. That's not good. Okay, so these guys gotta go. I'll probably use the space gun for that. Shoots a lot faster. He's actually going down pretty quickly, I gotta say, which is surprising. But I know better than to assume that's the end of it. Oh God, here we go. Now it's getting real crazy. Oh boy, this is not good. Ah, oh, I didn't dodge it quick enough. Curse you, servants of Cthulhu. Oh God, now we got this now. Okay. And he's teleporting. Okay, that's good. And I'm kind of locked down here. Oh, wow. Okay, you're very painful. Oh, no. There we go. Okay, well, I didn't expect him to teleport. I did know about the demon size, but I was not expecting to teleport. Okay, well, trial and error. I have a few more, so you know what? We'll give it another try. We're a little bit more prepared here. Let's see how it goes. Okay, here we go. I think we might finally have him this time. Oh, he's getting very crazy. Whoa! Okay, that is unexpected. Oh no, he ran away. Oh my God, I didn't have enough time. Oh, and I wasted so many of my potions. That is a shame. That really is a shame. I guess we gotta wait until nightfall yet again. I should have known better. That is too bad. All right, well, that's what we're gonna do. I'll wait for another full night to come rolling through. Maybe I'll grab some more potions while I wait. Recoup my losses. And then hopefully we'll be able to take him down, because I think I pretty much had him that time, but I was not expecting that crazy rapid-fire dash. He's got a lot more surprises up his sleeve than King Slime's. All right, I think we might actually have him this time. I just got to get real lucky with a few shots. We might be good to go. There he is. Come on now. Don't be shy. Don't be afraid to die. It's all good. Just got to get hit. There we go. The Eye of Cthulhu Eternity Mode Edition has been defeated. Oh, yes. So I changed up my strategy just a little bit. I still kept on the ninja enchantment, but since the snow enchantment seems to not really be making all that much of a difference against him, I just threw on the medallion of the Fallen King, upgraded it, and I decided to stick with the musket instead of the space gun. Whenever you throw down them smoke bombs, that first strike actually seems to make the Unreal Musket hit for around about, like, 140, 50-ish damage. There you go, 164. It's pretty hard, so I was taking big chunks of his health away. I just had to get lucky with a few shots. Had to practice my expert marksmanship skills. So now let's take a look and see what he gave me. We got those 5 crates, more shadow diamonds, got some herb bags, which is definitely going to be handy, and an agitating lens, which is his eternity mode drop. Grants immunity to berserk. Thank God I finally have that. That'll be very helpful for fighting him again. 10% increased damage when below half health. While dashing or running quickly, you will create a trail of demon scythes. Let's throw that on right now. There we go. Look at that. Oh yes. Demon scythes in every direction. All right, let's open up that treasure bag. All right, we got some Demonite, Corrupt Seeds, and the Shield of Cthulhu. Very standard. Now, I know that the Shield of Cthulhu is a material for the iron enchantment, so I should be able to get this right now. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to run and grab all of those extra materials, and then I'm going to go see if this is any good. All right, we got the iron enchantment. This thing is crafted out of the full iron set, the Shield of Cthulhu, iron broadsword, iron bow, and a zebra swallowtail butterfly. And what this thing does allows the player to dash into the enemy, right-click to guard with your shield. You attract items from a larger range. So we can throw that on and take a look at it real quick here. Take off that so you can see it. Looks pretty much the exact same as the slimy shield sprite. It's just, you know, a little bit more irony. So, right-click to guard with my shield. So I just right-click. Okay, I'm guarding now. Do I take less damage, or what do I do here? Oh, it doubles my defense. Okay, I see. That's actually pretty handy. Also gives me access to my dash, so I still have that if I want to use it. Very nice. Don't know how I'll work this into this, but I mean, whatever. Gotta base all the enchantments that I have on around the next boss that I'm fighting anyway, which will be the Eater of Worlds, who I really don't know anything about. Alright, so I got all that stuff put away. The Demonite really isn't useful for all that much right now, aside from making an upgrade for my magic storage, which I'm definitely gonna have to do because I see it's getting pretty full down there. I did make a demon bow, and I got it reforged to Unreal on the very first try, which is highly uncharacteristic of the Goblin. But you know what? I'm not gonna complain. Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. He's been really, really generous. I got Unreal on the Demon Bow and the Musket, and Mythical on the Space Gun on pretty much the first try, and he's been giving me nothing but good reforges for my accessories, so not complaining at all whatsoever. And since the video really isn't all that long at the moment right now, I figure, you know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something risky. We're gonna do something crazy and wild and just all the way out there. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can try to take down the Eater of Worlds right now. I don't have your guys' friendly, helpful tips in my comments section to read about what I should do. So I'm kind of going in on my own right here. We're going to give it a good try, I think. Something to add a nice little finale for the end of the video. Going to make this a boss video. So I've got a worm food right now already. I have absolutely zero intention of trying to fight him inside the caverns, down below in the underground corruption. No. I'm not going to go through all that trouble of vein mining a big area down there and throwing up all them platforms. No thank you. I am going to try to build an arena on the surface, which I probably really should have done. Probably should have figured I needed a big arena for this guy. Unfortunately, my closest corruption is in the ice biome, so that's kind of inconvenient, but whatever, we can work around that. My only concern is what enchantments to use. I have a good selection right now, but I don't really know which ones I would want. I know I still want the ninja enchantment. Maybe that'll be the only one that I use. I'm sure some of these other ones will be better, but having that teleport and that extra damage could be very helpful. Although I think that with penetrating stuff, the only one that gets the bonus from the ninja enchantment is the first one that hits. So, I'm not sure. I might swap that in and out with a few things. But yes, for right now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get my arena set up for the Eater of Worlds, and I'm going to see how I can do against him. So, you know what? We're going to give this a good try. I got my slime buddies. I think we're ready to go. So whenever I've got the arena built and I'm ready to face off against him, I'll see you then. Alright, so I've got my Eater of Worlds arena set up pretty good, and I did change up my strategy just a little bit. I wanted to go all in on the summon minions and everything. I've got my slime out, I've got my little mini king slime, I even threw on the silver enchantment to try to see if that might do any good. Because I figure there's a lot of segments, it's probably good if they're attacking as many of them as possible. I grabbed my demon bow, and I've got some jester's arrows on there, plus meteorite shots for my musket and mini shark. Anything that penetrates, really. Just as long as I'm able to attack as much of him as possible. Even threw on the ebon wood enchantment because I wasn't sure if he'd be immune to shadow flame. I don't know if there's any debuff that he is immune to, but suppose it couldn't hurt to have this on, light him on fire, beat him up with all my minions, and then shoot him in the face with arrows and bullets. Sounds like a pretty sound strategy to beat him. Worst case scenario, I lose a few potions and we die and we learn, we grow. I'm sure that there is an infinitely better way to do this, but you know what? As I've always said, whatever way is the easiest, you can be sure that is the one that I will do last. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, while I've still got some daylight, let's call him forth and see how it goes. Hopefully it goes really well. Wish me luck. Alright, here we go. He's coming from the left side. Jump up here. He appears to potentially be immune to it. I've got green balls flying at me. They light me on fire. They hurt a great deal, and also I'm losing some health here. That's interesting. Okay, let's try to get this going out here. Okay, it doesn't look like he's on fire. I'm losing an enormous amount of health, but so is he, so you know what? We're doing fairly better than I thought I would be. Oh god, okay. Interpretive dance in the sky. I like that. My minions really are going to work on him, though. That's a good thing. I'm happy about that. And drop. Ah, god. Cursed flames everywhere. Okay, so he's got a lot of fire. We've learned this. An enormous amount of fire. It's like I'm fighting like 20 spasmatisms at the same time. My god. Rotted away? Did he inflict that to me? It looked like he was taking away my max HP. I think I might have a good strategy, though. Looks like I should be alright with this. I don't have infinite potions, though. That's going to be the only handicap here. Okay, it looks like I might actually have him this time. There are a lot of flamethrowers flying around out there, but I think I might be good. I just got to take down these last couple pieces. Don't want to jinx myself, though. He's not dead till he's dead. One more piece. Come on. Bring it on. Don't be shy. There's another one down. Pop your head up. Come on over. Come on. Let's go. I can't kill you unless I see you. Oh, God. Come on. I'm very low. Little bit more. Just a little bit more. Oh my god, this is a little bit silly. I feel like he's playing games with me right now. There we go, and he's down. Well, that was actually a pretty interesting fight. Quite intense, I have to say. Definitely a significant improvement over the standard version, but I think I really did have the right idea having all these minions out there. They can attack everything that moves, so seems to be a decent strategy. Like I said, swapped out the iron enchantment, having that ability to dodge. Definitely valuable in getting out of them tight spots. I don't know what I was thinking with Ebon Wood. I mean, like, this guy literally comes from, like, the shadowiest of shadow places. Why would fire made of shadow make a difference? He already looked like he was a little deep fried anyway. But anyway, moving on, let's see what he gave me. So we got 5 corrupt crates, which I'm assuming are good to make this stuff. Excellent. We got the Eater of Worlds trophy. What do you make? You make the Eater's Bone, which can then in turn be used to make the Shadow enchantment, which I think I can make once I get the Shadow set, the War Axe of the Night and the Shadow Orb, because I have a purple Clubberfish. We got the Eater of Worlds staff. It is a summon weapon. This must be his rare drop. Summons 4 segments for each minion slot, an old foe beaten into submission. What is this? What does this do? It's not doing anything at the moment. Oh, I know why. Baby slime. There we go. Now it works. Oh, yes. Sorry, baby slime, you gotta go. I got a little baby Eater of Worlds I gotta summon. That is really weird seeing him sideways, by the way. That is interesting, though. Very cool. And his Eternity Mode drop is the Corrupt Heart. Grants immunity to rotting, 10% increased movement speed. You spawn mini-eaters to seek out enemies every few attacks. Flies refuse to approach it. Okay, I summon mini-eaters. Do I? The space gun shoots a lot faster now. Oh, there's a tavern keep, too. I know we need to fight this at some point, so I'm definitely taking that with me. Anyway, little sidetrack there. But that's interesting. It looks like I can finally use the space gun to its full potential now. Interesting. Those little eaters are very cool as well. I have a lot of things that I can do. Alright, let's open up the treasure bag. Worm Scarf is a material for the Colossus Soul. And I got the Eater of Worlds Mask, which is a material for the Mutant Mask, which is a material for the Mutant set. So I guess I gotta be farming and holding on to all these masks. Good to know. And we got the standard Demonite Ore and Shadow Scale. Awesome. Okay, well, I'd say that's a victory. Let's head on home and see if there's anything good I can make. Alright, so let's make up all the Demonite. I already had a couple of pieces, so we got 82 now. What did it say? I needed the War Axe of the Night. Need to grab that. I need the Shadow set, which I will happily grab. I need the purple Clubberfish, Eater's Bone, and a Shadow Orb. Okay, should be able to make this thing now. Nice, Shadow enchantment. Let's go craft it and see what it does. Oh god, what is that? A World Feeder? Why are there World Feeders here now? God, this thing is like a miniature version of the Eater of Worlds. This guy practically is the Eater of Worlds. Oh my god, I just want to make an enchantment. Why do you gotta be so mean? Oh, wow. Okay, great. Got massacred by eye fire. What a way to go. Wonder if those guys drop cursed flames. Might have to go kill a couple of them, see if they do. Definitely didn't expect that, though. I don't know why I didn't. If mimics are spawning underground, then certainly other hard mode things will show up. Well, let's try this again. This time, no World Eater, please. Okay. Shadow enchantment. Got it. And I'm out of here. Okay, so this thing... Your attacks may inflict darkness on enemies. Darkened enemies occasionally fire Shadow Flare tentacles at other enemies. Summons a pet Eater of Souls and a Shadow Orb. You feel your body slip into the deepest of shadows. Okay, we'll throw you on. There's a little Eater and the Shadow Orb. I need some enemies to test this out on. Wait a minute, no I don't. I keep forgetting. I have access to a super dummy. Okay, let's see. Let's get it going out there. Attacks inflict some darkness. Doesn't appear to want to. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, I like that. Shooting out those tentacles. That'd probably be really good against the repeat fights for the Eater of Worlds. I don't know. As always, every single enchantment gives me even more to think about. 101 million different ways to go about doing things, it seems. Lots of customization. I like that. Every single one of these enchantments really could be its own set bonus. Alright, now that that's done, I think I'm gonna call it an episode here, guys. I think we made some pretty good progress today. Took down the Eater of Worlds and the Eye of Cthulhu. Got some pretty nice drops from both of them. Lots of new enchantments, lots of new things we've discovered. I'm very excited to see where this goes. I guess the next things we'll be dealing with are the Old One's army, which I'll actually leave in the next video this time, because I want to see if there's anything new. And the Queen Bee. She's next. And I've heard the jungle is quite a doozy. From what I saw a little bit whenever I popped my head in there a while ago. It looks exciting. Looks very exciting. Poisonous water, dangerous enemies, lots of stingers everywhere. Awesome. But anyway, like I said, I think I'm going to call it an episode here, guys. Once again, please join the Discord if you want to. I have a link in the description, as I said, as well as in the community tab. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.